I'm happy to be here. I'm thankful for the invite. And I trust in the next hour and about 15 minutes, we'll truly cover some issues on demon possession. It's a process of socialization that gives you your value system. And that process is full of selfishness and greed and all sorts of things. So when we speak about supernatural, we are speaking about it both as from the evil point of view and both as from the good point of view, because both are supernatural. And I'm stating it this way because I want you to understand, because you all understand what is the goodness of God, the transformating power of God. You understand it. You understand when a man comes to the place where he is part of God, you understand what he does. You understand who he is. And I want you to know that when we speak about the devil, we are speaking about almost that same sort of transformation. So once you could understand the good and the transformation, I'm hoping you can forward through the evil of the transformation, because both will be important with you understanding how you deal with what you call warfare, spiritual warfare. But spiritual warfare is everything you do. Once you walk the face of this earth, the enemy is here, and we come more to that. So you are always in a state of spiritual warfare. The problem is you feel the only time is when you see an active manifestation of the enemy. Then you think that the dangers are wrong. But the enemy is around every day. He manifests himself in an active way sometimes and scare you to death, and suddenly just calm. We need to understand that the devil is not somewhere in hell, but he's among us on earth. He's here right in your home. He's here in the street. He's here everywhere. And the Bible told us that. In Isaiah 14:12-15, we read, "How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. How you are cut down to the ground. You who laid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven above the stars of God. I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High, but you are brought down to Sheol, to the far reaches of the pit." The Bible is saying that the pride that lifts the devil up. No, there's a saying in the Bible also that pride comes before fall. When you think more of you and what you should do for yourself and everything surrounds you, you come to that place where you can have a fall. When you start to believe that you are better than others, know that some people really believe that they're better than others. And when you want people to know that you are better than others, there are some people even feel that they are more spiritual than others. They think it, they say it, they act it, and the sad part of it, some people believe it. 1 Corinthians 12:7-13. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit without. So every one of us have gifts. Some have more than one, but at least if you are Christian, you have a gift. He said, for one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discern of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another interpretation of tongues. But all these working at one and the same self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one, hear me? For as the body is one and had many members, and all the members of that one body being many are one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be of Jews or Gentiles, whether we bond or free, and have all been made all to drink into one spirit. The Bible is saying that the devil is on earth, and this is our first reality, is that the devil is here with us. This is our first reality. He's not somewhere in some pit somewhere in hell. He's not somewhere in heaven. He is right here in this place with us. Keep that in mind. When you get to the supermarket and you are not seeing, remember when Elisha asked his servant, asked God to show his servant what is happening, and his servant's eye was open, and the servant saw all the devils wrestling and trying to get to them and destroy them. God is doing us a favor in making us not be able to see the enemy, because if we could see the enemy as he's contending for our souls right now, a lot of us will die from heart attack. And I will share some with you. 1 Kings 22, 21 to 20, she said, then a spirit came forward and stood before the Lord, saying, I will entice him. And the Lord said to him, by what means? And he said, I will go out and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, you are to entice him, and you shall succeed. Go out and do so. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these your prophets, and the Lord has declared disaster for you. You see, the lies are of the devil. He's the father of lies. Some of us lie to protect friends and status and institution. We lie even when we know people are being hurt because of those lies. It's diabolic, it's demonic, and it's demon possession. When people are lying on you to prove a point, to prove a cause, you know that it's a devil, because he's the father of lies. When they're lying to hurt people, and I have some experience where I'm dealing with some issues right now, where people feel they're strong enough to lie on you to prove a point. So when you see them doing that, as I said earlier, you know you're going to win that battle, because you know what is driving them is not a mistake or a misunderstanding. You know what is driving them is Beelzebub. And once Beelzebub is driving them, you know it's a battle that you are going to win. Always remember that. But when it is your joy, you are not working to bring men and women to Jesus. Your joy is just to criticize the brethren. I'm saying it is evil spirits that are taking root in your soul. And they give you that feeling of righteousness, you know, that feeling of piousness. As a slave girl, they make you, and people, when you criticize, they say, well, he's a holy boy, and he may be talking the truth. No, friend, they're not talking the truth. It's the devil. It's taking hold of them. You see, friend, it's not so much the words, you know, it's the action. Other people you find in church, I find them at work, I find them all about the place. They're quite nice, but they're devilish. And some people are fooled because, you know, if most Seventh-day Adventists had an encounter with John the Baptist, they would have said he is not a Christian. They would have quicker said Herod was a Christian, because Herod was quite nice. He allowed things to happen. So sometimes the person who quiet there and looking quiet there and talking quietly and softly, don't get carried away if they are not actively winning souls for God. If their work, and the Bible said, he that winneth soul is wise. The Bible is showing us where you start to look for the Christian. And I want to say to you, backsliding is a non-option. Because when you have been converted and you accept Jesus, regardless of how hard it is, hang on. Regardless of how difficult it is to keep and walk straight, still hang on. Do not leave. Because when you leave, your return will be worse. Those evil angels will take you over. And it will be worse. That's why you find these backsliders. You see them on the internet writing all kind of things about the church and all, because evil spirits have overtaken them. That's why you find some of these backsliders and things, fellows who are out the church, they give so much trouble because evil spirits have overtaken them. And that's why you find some folks who have already left the church in mind. Their job is to harass you and harass the church and harass the member, sit in the pews and harass the pastor and harass the first elder and harass the superintendent and the AY leader because demons have overtaken them. And that's what I'm saying to you. With all you do, there are some of you find pleasure every Monday morning to criticize the conference and criticize the pastor and criticize the church members. I'm saying those are evil spirits that are taking hold on you. Because God gave us a way to deal with issues. He said, go to the person. The person don't hear, carry two. The person don't hear, go to the church board. The person don't hear, then we take the person to the church. God never said he stand and criticize and tell someone and talk and things like that. Not of God. Gossip is not of God. That's why he said on things that God hates, lie and gossip was it. Nowhere in the Bible here God hates anything. But you see, when it comes to gossip and lying and things, God hates it because those things are of the devil. He is the father of that. You see, I hope you listen to me. Matthew 12, 43 and 45 says, when the unclean spirit has gone out of a person, it passes through waterless places seeking rest, but finds none. Then it says, I return to my house from which I came. And when it comes, it finds the house empty, swept, and put in order. Then it goes and brings with it 7 other spirits more evil than itself. And they enter and dwell there. And the last state of that person is worse than the first. So also will it be with the evil generation. James 4:7 said, submit yourself before the Lord. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. What James is saying here is that everyone can do.